For this section, we're moving on to volume and surface area of spheres. Again, volume would be like how much lemonade I could put into this tennis ball shaped cooler, if you will. Surface area, how much material I need to make the tennis ball. Okay, so here we go. Again, if you have the equation, can you fill it in to get the information? All right, so again, the dot is the center of the circle or the sphere now. This would be your radius. So for volume, we're going to use capital V equals 4/3 pi r. And for the power, you should think about units. Units for volume are cubed, so it should make sense that this r is the one that's cubed. Again, units are cubed. All right, and then surface area. So capital SA for surface area would be 4 pi r. Think about the power for the units. Since they're squared, it should make sense that this one is squared. So again, units are squared. All right, let's practice. Again, turn the video off when you can and practice it yourself. I'm going to want answers in terms of pi and decimal answers. Let's practice both. For this one, let's give you 10 millimeters. All right, and knowing that volume equals 4/3 pi r cubed, can you fill this in and calculate it? Make sure you know how to run your calculator. So 4/3 pi, radius is 10, and we are cubing that. Order of operations would say do the parentheses in the exponent. So 10 cubed first would be 1,000. Times 4 push equals would be 4,000. Divide by 3 push equals. And you would get 1,333. Point, we're going to the nearest hundredth, so 0.33 pi, because we didn't multiply by that yet. This is your answer in terms of pi, millimeters cubed. And when I ask you for a decimal answer, you should just go from that answer, leave it sitting on your calculator, and say times pi using the pi key. If you do that, you will get the correct rounded answer. Round once and once only at the end. 4,188.79 millimeters cubed. Again, you got to practice the calculator and make sure you know how to use the rounding as well. Surface area. 4 pi r squared. So 4 pi times 10 squared. Exact should be pretty straightforward. 10 squared is 100 times 4 is 400. So 400 pi. I'm hoping you're noticing that the exact answer might be a little bit easier actually to get. And it's a little more accurate. So typically we like to go for that answer in terms of pi. But if you take what's sitting on your calculator times the pi key and round once and once only, if they ask you for a decimal, 1,256.64 millimeters squared. All right, try the same thing with this one. The only difference with this picture is I'm giving you this is 6 centimeters. So now you should be thinking that's the diameter instead of just the radius. So volume being 4/3 pi r cubed would be 4/3 pi times 3 cubed. Okay, let's try that again without too much calculator if we can. 3 cubed is 27. I could think of divide by 3 first. That's 9. 9 times 4 is 36 pi. I don't care how you do that, what order, as long as you can get 36 pi. If you want to do 3 cubed on your calculator, 27 times 4 push equals, divide by 3 push equals, you still better get 36. So 36 pi centimeters cubed. That's your answer in terms of pi. 36 times pi will give you 113. Watch your rounding. If we're going to the nearest hundredth, means you got to go to 2 places after this. You would have 0.10 centimeters cubed. All right, surface area, 4 pi r squared. So 4 times pi times the radius of 3 squared. 3 squared is 9 times 4. Guess what? 36 pi again. Centimeters squared. So obviously, if I ask you, can we numerically get the same answer for volume and surface area? The answer is yes. We just proved it right here. This would once again be 113.10 centimeters squared. But do they mean the same thing? Of course not. Volume is how much room is inside. Surface area is the area that we need to make the surface. So how do you know the difference? Strictly based on the units. Okay, so stick with those units and they will lead you into knowing many, many things. All right, good luck.